Grand Rising Souls. It is your girl E, and I want to touch on a topic today about freeing yourself, okay? So, a lot of times when you hear this notion of freeing yourself um, and, finding freedom um, within yourself, um, I believe that a lot of people are looking for things outside of themselves to free them. I'm here to tell you that all the guidance and all the gurus, or supposed gurus, things like that, um, can only go so far, right? Because at the end of the day, only you truly know what you're going to need in order for you to free yourself, right? Like, this is a very personal journey, right? And I think a lot of times people get caught up in other people's um perceptions of what freedom should look like, but it's different for everybody, right? Because what one person, goes through in their life and what they need to be freed from is completely different than the people that you may be looking towards and how they freed themselves and what they freed themselves from, right? So, yeah, I just feel that many times it's like people are looking outside of themselves to figure out what it is that they need to free themselves from. And I know that I've said that the things in this outside reality, is a reflection of the inside reality most times, but it's like y'all just gonna have to dig super deep within yourself. Like, that's really the only way. That's truly the only way. Like, as I said, there's nothing wrong with having guidance from, every now and then. There's nothing wrong, what I'm saying, with looking for mentors or anything like that. But understand that they're also experiencing the same life that you are, right? And they're human. So it's like not everybody, what I'm saying, has the answers that you have for your own life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I think a lot of times people rely on other people to tell them about themselves. And it's just like, when you do that, when you allow others perceptions and how other people think you should be living your life, then you lose yourself. Right? You lose yourself because you're so caught up in how you think other people think that you should be living your life. No, you should be living your life how you believe you should be living your life. Okay, nobody else can tell you, what I'm saying, how to live it. But, what I will say is that like I said, this is a very personal journey. The road to freedom is a very personal journey. Granted, like, as a collective, we're all trying to free ourselves, but it's like, as I said, everybody is experiencing this life in a different way. So only you know truly what is going to be needed for you to free yourself. Again, people can give you suggestions, people can, give you resources, people can do all of these things, but essentially you want to rely on your own intuition. You want to build your own intuition. You want to develop a relationship with yourself. Develop a relationship um with your ancestors. Develop a relationship with your roots, because that's where the true freedom is going to lie. Because a lot of the stuff that we're going through right now is has been passed down, right? It's just been passed down generations after generations after generations. So in order to truly free yourself, not only are you going to have to free, you know what I'm saying, you, but free everything that's been passed down to you throughout the generations, right? It's a thing called intergenerational trauma. Okay? And the thing is that if you don't get to know the roots and figure out, you know what I'm saying, where the trauma and the karma is playing out, then you're not going to be able to free yourself, okay? So it's like I get a lot of questions about how to free, you know what I'm saying? Or people asking me how to free, how do I start this journey? How do I, what do I do? Things like that. You have all the answers. Okay? I want y'all to know that. Like you all have to believe in yourself and believe that you have the ability and the answers to how to free yourself. Okay? Because you know, even if I or other people, you know what I'm saying, have insight, again, still take that with a grain of salt. Because again, we're on the outside looking in, but you are in the inside and you're looking in. So only you truly know what's going to work for you. And again, there's nothing wrong with you know what I'm saying, looking for guidance, but at the end of the day, only you have the power to expand your mind, to expand your consciousness. Nobody else can do that for you. Nobody can hop in your body and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to." You know what I'm saying? That's not what the journey is about, okay? So, that's just something that I really wanted to touch on because I think that we as a collective have gotten so far away from ourselves that we're looking to others, you know what I'm saying, to know more about ourselves. When in reality, nobody can tell you about you but you. And I really think that developing a stronger relationship with spirit and developing a stronger relationship with your roots is what's going to help more people. But, a lot of people like to avoid themselves, right? They like to avoid themselves so that they don't have to deal with the things that may be keeping them captive. Because as I said, um, people can guide you. You know what I'm saying? People can, give you resources. But ultimately, that's going to be up to you whether or not, one, you take the guidance, two, you use the resources, and three, how you're going to apply it to your life. Right? Because and I'll just share a personal, anecdote. When I first started this journey, I was looking to everybody outside of me, looking for all these self-help books, looking for all these spiritual books, following these gurus, things like that. And, in the beginning, it was fine. It was great. You know what I'm saying? I was, learning more about things, and it was a good stepping stone. But after a while, it was like, why am I relying on somebody outside of myself when I already have everything within me to live the life that I'm looking to live? So it's like once I got to that point, I freed myself even more. Okay, like even more, I freed myself. Because at first, when I was, doing the self-help books and, looking at other people to help me in my journey and things like that, again, it was a great stepping stone. But it's like after a while, you know what I'm saying? Then that kind of breeds like codependency because it's like you're depending on somebody outside of you to help you when really you've had the power the entire time. But see, that's what the system does. The system makes you think that you don't have the power and the ability to free yourself when you've had it the entire time, y'all. The entire time. You can free your mind. You can free your body. You can free your spirit. You can free yourself from whatever it is that you need to free yourself from. You can free yourself from the skeletons. You can free yourself from whatever it is that's keeping you stuck. You can free yourself from, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, the anxiety, the depression, the environment, the stagnancy, whatever the case may be, the unhappiness, you know what I'm saying? You can free yourself from all of that. You just have to believe that you have the ability to do that. And then recognize what steps you need to take in order to get to that point. And then also realizing that it's not just going to be, you know, a one and done thing and you're just going to be, woo, I'm free. No, it's going to take time. But that's the thing. Everybody's looking for a quick fix. Everybody is looking, you know what I'm saying, to magically just, you know, wave a wand and poof, everything is just great. No, that's not how this works. That's not how the journey works. It's called a journey for a reason. Okay, and again, as I said earlier in the video, you're not only just freeing yourself, you are freeing yourself from the amount of not necessarily enslavement, but from the amounts of programming from generations prior. That's not gonna happen in one day or in a month or even in a year. It might take you, honestly, it may even take you a whole lifetime to do that. But the thing is that you have to stay committed to that journey, right? You have to stay committed to the journey. And also knowing that you have to show yourself love and compassion and grace as you travel through this journey, because it's not easy. Let me tell y'all that. It's not easy at all. And there are going to be days, you know, where you're like, I give up, you know, I can't do this anymore. But I'm here to tell you that you have to keep going. You have to keep coming back to it. Because if you're serious about your growth, if you're serious about, you know what I'm saying, getting more in touch with your spirit, if you're serious about healing, you are going to have to keep at it. And also just know that it's not linear either. So there may be things, you know, that you thought that you were over. There may be things that you know, maybe in the back of your mind or in your subconscious, and then it comes up and you're just like, whoa, where did that come from? Know that it's coming up for a reason. Know that it's coming up so that you can deal with it, heal it, and then transmute it. Okay, because that's true healing. You know what I'm saying? Once you transmute the pain, that's how you become free. Because if you're still holding on to things and things are still in the back of your subconscious, then it's still in your auric field. And it can spill out in ways, you know what I'm saying, that you are like, I don't even know like why things are not going the way that I want them to go. It's because the things that you have not dealt with are still circulating within your auric field. And again, only you know what it is that's circulating in this auric field. So, all I can say is that really, y'all, like this is very personal for you. It's a personal journey for you. Okay? And the moment that you realize that you are, you know what I'm saying, the person who's going to free yourself, the whole game changes. All right? And just know that, you know, You have to believe that. You have to believe that you have the capability to free yourself. You have to believe it. You have to believe it. You have to know it. You have to, say to yourself, even if you have to say to yourself, I know that I have the ability and the tools and the resources to free myself. The first step is believing that you can do it. And I believe in y'all, okay? If you feel like nobody else believes in you, I believe in you, okay? I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestors believe in you. Uh um all those that came before you believe in you. You just have to believe in you. All right? So, that is the message that I have for you all today. I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see you soon. Peace and blessings.